we have the NECA Krampus Ultimate figure. I think the intent was for this to be released in December, and I guess it kind of missed the mark. This thing, however, is huge. This box is gigantic. Trying to show this off here, I mean, I can't even get all of it into frame with the setup I have currently. To give an idea of scale, here's a Hasbro Power Rangers figure. So yeah, this is a huge box. It's also unusual in its dimensions. It's when you see it, you kind of think, okay, this is the front of the box, but it is not. This is the front of the box. It does open in the front, and I'll show that off in a moment. But you got the same photo on both sides. You've seen the front. The top just has the Krampus logo. Bottom, pretty generic. This whole thing is, kind of representing that, it's inside a globe. That's what all the white and frosty stuff is. And then on the back, we get to see a few shots of the figure, some of the accessories, and a little call out there. There is another figure in the set. I think this guy might be bigger than this, because I remember in the movie he was pretty big. And then the front opens up. You get another photograph here, and then you get the figure. And if you've seen the movie, he's got, I think he's got a sack behind him. So it's yeah, this is a lot of figure. This figure is not being sold in stores. You're not going to go to Target and find this. If you're interested in getting one of these, Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if Entertainment Earth had them, but definitely Big Bad Toy Store. So that's packaging. Let's go ahead and get them out of the box. This is going to be pretty interesting. So like most NECA things, he's got an inner tray. You could totally use this tray as a backdrop. It's got some pretty decent cardboard. It's a little irregular because of the irregular package design, but that's fine. And the figure itself, this thing is huge. It's got a lot of stuff going on. So you see the figure, and there is a tray in the back. And so he's got a booklet, probably explaining how to use accessories, probably telling you to heat them up before you move the joints. He comes with a ton, and I mean a ton, of accessories. So 5 extra hands, all these little bone tooth necklace things, the globe. If you see the movie, you understand what the globe is all about. And these red pieces are different tongues you can give him, which is pretty disgusting and cool at the same time. Okay, so let's get this guy out of the package. So here he is out of the package, and this thing is just completely monstrous. He's got real chains. I say real, these are some kind of metal, probably aluminum. It's not plastic. It's the main thing. Even that said, they are also weathered. There's some kind of weathering that's been done to them. That's kind of cool. He does have a lot of articulation. We'll go over that in a moment. But this guy doesn't need to do a whole lot, because he basically you don't really hardly see him until the end of the movie, and he's not making a lot of wild movements. He's just kind of like gesturing and being scary and holding people. And then, yeah, the face, the hood. This is just a crazy figure. So for accessories, he's got these kind of like relaxed hands out of the package, and he's got a set of pointing hands. He's got a set of kind of holding hands, like for instance, you would use this hand to hold the globe. And then he's got a third hand that might be a good hand to hold a figure's like arm with, like to grab a figure and hold it with. He's got 2 sets of tongues, and basically the mouth is a hole, and you basically just kind of shove it in there. They don't really fit in the mouth very well. And if I understand my anatomy correctly, it should go in like this. It's just with the size of the mouth, it doesn't really fit in there. And the instructions really only explain how to place all the little ornaments on him. So I'm sure with some effort you can get the tongues into the mouth there, but they just don't really fit. But you've got one that is pre-posed, and then you have one that is on a bendy that you can manipulate. He's also got like tons of these little Christmas tree decorations. Some of them have bones. Some of them have bones and little bells, and you'll notice that they kind of have a hook pattern, and you just basically place them on the chains. The instructions do show you where you're supposed to place each one to make it movie accurate, but you could totally, you can put these however you want on him. You can use your own imagination, but there's a lot here. I'm not going to pick up every single one, but you got these larger pieces, you got these medium-sized pieces, and then you have these single little bell pieces. So there's a ton of those to put on him. And then the biggest accessory, so you got the globe. This is like a integral part to the end of the movie. And then you've got a box that basically has a little, I guess this is a Christmas ornament. You can put that in there and close it up. And I believe this is the ornament without all the junk added to it. So this is the clean ornament, and this is the ornament. I think this is supposed to be like wrapping paper, like this white and blue material around it. And just slight minor spoiler, like the whole thing about the movie is about the family appreciating Christmas, about people who appreciate Christmas and celebrate against those who don't celebrate or don't care or don't appreciate. And that's all I'm going to say. And if you know what Krampus is in mythology, you understand kind of the rest, how it plays out. So that is the accessories. So for the figure itself, surprisingly, there's quite a bit of articulation. So the head is on a ball joint that connects to, I believe, this, and then I think this is on a ball joint. So they kind of move independently of each other. Even with that said, you're not gonna get like a lot of crazy movement with it, but it's there. The shoulders are on a disc hinge. This thing's going to be tight because of how large it is. Again, probably want to heat the joints up before you start moving them. The elbow area is like 3 pieces here. So like the elbow, I'm going to call this elbow, but there's a piece inside here, and there's like a disc hinge here and a disc hinge here. Actually, that might be a ball joint. Yeah. It's very tight, so again, probably want to heat these up before you start moving them. The hands are on disc hinge. There's no, waste. Basically, this is like one solid block. You can look underneath, and you do have some little hooves under there. You kind of get to see what the actual creature looks like. In the movie, they don't ever show you, but when they get on some close-ups, you do get to see that there is something inside, and basically this human face is like a mask. If you look carefully, they kind of replicate it. There is something else behind the holes for the eyes, and if you look really, really close, I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but there's like another mouth inside, like a demon mouth. Yeah, this is crazy. This is like one of the coolest modern Krampus designs that I've seen. Normally, it's like a demon man with a bag of presents, or actually a bag of human heads from the children that he's taken away. This guy is just like incredible, just from a design point of view, and then bringing it into figure form. So much detail, lots of dry washing and general wash added to it, lots of texture. All this just kind of brings out all this detail and makes him just look so grimy and disgusting. I mean, even like the face, the hair, it's incredible. This is a really nice figure. And then a quick comparison with another NECA figure to get some scale. That's the kind of size you're looking at if you want to pair him with other NECA movie figures. So, highly recommended, but probably not for everybody. Definitely if you're into horror, if you're into mythical stuff, this is going to be a great figure to pick up. It is pretty expensive. I think this is like around $100, and it's a very limited release. So if you're interested in them, I would say try to pick them up soon, because there's probably not many that were made, and they're not going to release this again. There's not going to be another version of this. So now's the time to get it. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. And as always, tune into more videos coming up.